You're trying so desperately hard to look like someone else.
We're
That
not
makes you look like
trying
that
so
makes you look
hard to
like you are
look
in. All I
like.
see basically.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Awele, aka Awele, aka Awele Special, aka Fine Wine. If it's your first time coming here, welcome. And if it's not your first time coming here, welcome back. What's up? Hey Bestie. Okay, so today on the channel we have someone special. Yeah, a special guest as always. He's my dear husband and he's going to introduce himself today. Okay, so hi husband,
My
what's up?
pleasure.
Your
My
pleasure.
pleasure. As she's introduced, I'm her dear
Husband man, come
Exactly,
on.
husband man.
Husband man, yes.
And I'm featuring on the channel today.
Today, okay. Don't mind that we're smiling right now. This is not a joking matter. Like right now, we are at loggerheads. Let me tell you. So earlier in the week, I think on Sunday or so, I saw a video. I think was it a Sunday? I think earlier in the week, around on Monday or so, I saw a video on TOLULOPE Solutions channel. Like if you don't know TOLULOPE Solutions, I'm sorry, it's a tongue twister for me. Okay, if you don't know TOLULOPE Solutions, she's a YouTuber. I think she's been on YouTube now for the past 5 years or 6 years. I can't. I'm not really sure, but I know I've known her on YouTube now for the past 4 years. I'm very sure of that. And she posted a video recently. That's on Sunday or Monday, and it really triggered me. I will not lie, like it triggered me. The first time I watched it, I was triggered. Now the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, I get where she's coming from, right? And then I mentioned the video to my husband. I tried to have a conversation with my husband on the video.
Try to persuade me.
Oh Lord, lo and behold, when I mentioned what the video what the video was all about, I thought my husband here was going to support me as his wife. Eh? And he said the abominable. He said something contrary to what I believe. Can you imagine? And I was
It
like,
was a
see,
conversation.
you're not serious.
It was a
The
conversation.
minute he says something that is against what I am saying, that means he has asked for war. It has become a debate. It's no longer a conversation. And I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up. You're not going to say this to me alone. We're going to come on YouTube and drag each other. No wahala today.
Who sent me message? Who sent me
It's your
message?
business because I told you. We have come to present our opinions to you, and you will be the judge of this matter today. And you tell us your own opinions and whose side you are on. Better choose the winning side. Look at me very well because it's my channel. Okay.
You're bribing them.
I've told you.
You're bribing them.
I've told you.
May the best man win.
So I'm going to give you a quick summary on what the video was all about so that we just know what you're arguing about, like the basis for this whole argument. So it's going to be like a reaction to what she said, but then again, I'm the one that will be reacting maybe because I think my husband is on her side and I don't know why. Backstory on TOLULOPE: she has been on locks now for about, I think, 2 years, but she officially gave up wearing wigs about 6 months ago. Let me be talking to them and be talking to you at the same time. So she officially gave up wigs about 6 months ago. According to her, the last time she ever wore a wig was about 6 months ago. And so she made this video to tell us how, like, partially why she stopped wearing wigs, just like a quick update and her reasons for stopping, like for stopping the whole wig culture, do you understand, and not just wearing wigs anymore. And she said some things there that, like I said, the first time I watched the video I was triggered, but the second time I watched the video, because I watched it twice, second time I started to understand that she may actually, I don't want to take her side today. Yes, no, I'm not taking her side. But I started to understand where she might be coming from. Do you understand?
Oh.
I started to understand where it's not common sense. I started to understand where she may be coming from. But to be honest, I still did not like the whole idea of the video because it does not apply to me personally. Not because what she's saying is wrong, but because for me personally, I know that these things she was trying to say does not apply to me, and I know that if I am like this, like I am the way I am, then definitely there are many people that are like me too, and that's why I said that I was going to make a video on it. Okay, so the video was about wigs and how wigs steal our identity. That's what she was trying to say. And there were some points that she listed, and I'm just going to quickly give you a rundown of what she said. So she talked about how uncomfortable wigs were, and the fact that at a point in her life she had alopecia at the back of her hair. That's at the back here where the wig band. If you are familiar with wearing wigs, you know that there are always wig bands at the back of our hair that causes a bit of tension here, and how it was uncomfortable. She used to feel like the wigs were pulling out her brain or squeezing her brain or something like that. Jokingly, she kept on saying it like in a jocular form. It was not fight, it was not quarrel. Okay, I'll be using some terms here because I'm a hairstylist. I'm a professional hairstylist. Everything hair, I am professional at it, whatever that means to you. Like, I sell wigs, I sell hair. I'm also a natural hair enthusiast, so I'm everything in one. Okay, so she was saying that alopecia, she had alopecia at a point at the back of her hair. She also said that she talked about the convenience of wigs and how it makes us lazy to take care of the hair that's under our head. That because we know that we can always throw on a wig, most times you see people wear the hairstyles underneath their wigs for about 4 weeks or even more sometimes, and that it was not presentable. That everybody that wears wigs, I think, can relate to it, where your hair is not presentable, you have a quick guest in the house and you are rushing to go and wear wigs so that your guest does not see you in that state. I've experienced it. Other women that I know have experienced it. She talked about how it made her feel bad, not bad, or a bit uncomfortable, or bad. Let me say bad for her husband, because her husband always saw her on that one look. That is the cornrowed look, and we all know that it's not sexy like that. Whatever. I don't know. What is it?
No,
You're preparing your
I
point.
reserve my comment.
Reserve it. Okay, no problem. So she talked about that. She also said that wigs are very expensive, and that the money that she used to buy wigs at the times where all her years of wearing wigs, that she was looking at it like, this is like 2 million naira here, or a bit 3 million naira here. Like, it was a lot of money, which we all know. She now also said that she felt uncomfortable, and I feel like this was the part where she highlighted a lot more on, or a lot on. She was like, she felt uncomfortable every time that a white person would see her with silky colored hair and ask her if that was her hair. Like, she would feel triggered and be like, educate yourself. Like, how would this be my hair? Like, does this look like it's supposed to be my natural hair? This is a white person's hair. I just bought it because I like it. These were her points. Please go and watch that video if you've not watched it. Okay, yeah. So I came to my husband, and this was the question I asked him. I was like, husband man, do you believe that our identity as blacks is being stolen by the fact that we wear wigs? And my husband man said, what did you say? What did you say?
I concur.
Hey, did you people hear it? Repeat it again.
You heard it first.
Mm.
I
Concur. Like, he agrees that wigs steals our identity as blacks. I am not of that opinion. Do you know why? I feel personally that I am one of the most balanced people when it comes to hair. I genuinely in my heart, genuinely in my heart and in my soul, love my natural hair a lot. If you go through my videos on my page, on my channel, my Instagram page, everywhere, you see that I always show people how to maintain their natural hair, because I've been maintaining my hair for years now. I love everything that has to do with my natural hair. But I am that girl that loves her natural hair so much, but I still love my wigs so much. And I could go on and on about the reasons why I still like my wigs, even though I love my natural hair so much. And some of them are the fact that I can change my looks so fast. Like, I can easily just switch up my looks without manipulating my hair. We have natural hair. We all know what, if you're on natural hair, you know how you are not supposed to do so much manipulation to your hair if you want to maintain your hair and stuff like that, right? But with wigs, I'm able to switch up my look so fast. If I want colored hair, I'm able to get colored hair. If I want straight hair, I'm able to get straight hair. If I want any type of look, afro, whatever, I'm able to get it without overly manipulating my hair.
At what expense?
At what expense? No expense at all.
At the expense of time.
What time?
Because for every look you want to give yourself, yeah, you're basically refactoring your face to look totally different from what you're meant to look like.
What am I meant
And so you now
to
spend a
look
lot
like?
of time basically like appending this, appending that,
Okay.
fixing this, plastering this, blending this, blending that. What you're doing is you're creating a whole new face entirely.
Yes.
In my opinion, makeup is not meant to give you a total different look. It's meant to enhance what already exists.
Okay.
Now, if you are a black African,
that depends on the makeup that you're doing. There are costume makeup that are meant to make you look older, that are meant to make you look younger. There are different types of makeup. So there are different makeup for different reasons.
Now, my problem right now is black women majorly now do a lot of costume makeups. Because on the many makeup you have to do that changes your face entirely from what the way you actually are by default, you're wearing a costume. That's a costume makeup.
Is that a crime? That's my question. Like, is it a crime that I want to look different on different days?
It's not a crime. It's just basically like, if you want to have that makeup, there are different situations, different times when you should rock that makeup.
Exactly.
But for an everyday
look, let's
for an everyday look,
yes.
for an everyday look, how feasible is it that, oh, I want to rock a human hair wig? You're gonna sit down and every typical woman right now has a bunch of dolls with, say, 5 different types of wig. They have their bone straight, they have their Parisian,
they have their kinky straight, like what I'm putting on,
and all of that. And then, oh, okay, you want to go to work. The first thing you're doing, you wake up super early, spend an hour trying to fix your hair, trying to blend the frontal, let the frontal look all nice. Every time you're walking about, going to the bathroom, go and check. Did it lay? Did it move out? Did it shake? Should I adjust it? How does my hair look? How comfortable are you to handle your everyday tasks? Say you have to go to work and perform. If you're feeling insecure about, oh, this my hair, oh, my hair didn't move up a bit, oh, don't touch my hair, oh, this.
Have you worn a wig before?
I have. Because you put on my head.
Okay, yes, because I'm a stylist.
And I know how uncomfortable.
I style my wigs on his hair sometimes. Don't judge me, it's my husband, okay? But honestly, you mentioned all these things. You mentioned the fact that, if I heard you correctly, you mentioned the time that it takes to style your wig. You also mentioned the discomfort that comes with you having to adjust your wig, make sure it's not falling off, which TOLULOPE actually said in her video. She said that sometimes when wind will blow and all those things, she knows that she'll be struggling to make sure that the hair is not falling off, or the wig is not falling off. But I personally know from experience that with my afro, that's my own natural afro, when I wear my hair out as an afro, sometimes too, when the breeze is blowing and the wind is shifting the shape of my afro, I'm not comfortable. Now, I would rather I'm dragging a wig than I'm dragging my afro hair in that kind of situation. And I like the fact that you mentioned that there are different occasions for different types of looks, right? If I'm going to a particular place that involves me carrying my natural hair, that I feel like, oh, this will fit my aesthetic of today, it will fit my outfit, it will fit everything. It's a complete look. You saying now that it changes our identity as blacks is just taking hair too deep, in my opinion. For me, my hair is an accessory. I don't think my hair is so much of an identity, except I choose to make it my identity. Now, there is a difference. There's something that Chimamanda Adichie now. I don't think I've ever seen her on a white person's hair before. She's always on natural hair. Like, even if she's adding extensions, there are extensions that look like African hair. That is her identity. Everybody knows her as, this is my aesthetic, this is my identity. That's what everybody knows her for. So if I don't choose for that to be my aesthetic, why do you not feel like you have the right to choose my aesthetic for me? I'm talking on behalf of every black woman out there. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know where he's coming from, but me, that's where I'm coming from.
Not coming from the part of, I want to choose your identity for you.
So what are you doing?
It just feels so sad that black women are blessed with this woolly type of hair, and rather than spend time here and make it the next big thing that everyone actually wants to rock. That, oh, you try to spend time and bring the best. See how you can bring the best out of this hair. That you would make foreigners and co basically want to import your hair and rock your styles. We see the opposite. We see them try to hide it under.
Who's hiding it? I do not hide my crown. Go through my page, go through everything.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about when you look at, don't personalize it. You're looking at it. When you look at it in the large scale, yeah. Look at it in the large scale.
Why do you actually
we have different types of wigs. There's braided wigs and there's human hair, basically typical human hair. Why do you feel like
we're hiding it?
If you go out there and ask any girl, any typical girl of what definition of standard of beauty basically is, they all print Barbie doll look to you. That's basically my bone straight.
They all?
My
is that an exaggeration?
That you I can say with confidence that 80% will tell you that they want the whole typical bone straight and co and all of that. You will hardly see, give a girl a very beautiful braided wig and a human hair. She'll put the human hair.
It's not their choice. Like, why do you feel like you can choose for them? That's my own.
Not saying you can choose for them. Okay. I am saying that there needs to be some pioneer, some female who is very confident in her hair.
There are many people like that
comes out and can redefine what beauty is as an African woman.
There are many people like that. I feel like people that preach natural hair mostly preach natural hair for you to ditch your wigs. Like, they preach natural hair as if you cannot have your natural hair, you cannot have the look of your natural hair, and also still have the look of your weaves and your weave on, whether it's silky, whether it's blonde, whether it's red, whatever color it is. I feel like you people want us to drop this and go to this, and that's just a lot of pressure. Like, people are saying now that the beauty standard is bone straight, the beauty standard is silky hair, the beauty standard is long hair, is different, it's not afro, basically. That's what you're saying. But in trying to drop that beauty standard, you are also trying to create another beauty standard. And you just said now, Claire, that you want it to look like African women's hair is the in thing. It should be so much in demand. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you are setting another standard for them while complaining that a standard has been set before that you do not like.
I'm just simply saying,
what are you saying?
Look at black men. Black men have the same type of hair that black women do have. But you don't see the majority of black men going and say, oh, I want to go perm my hair to really look like the white people hair. Or,
when I had short hair, it was easier to comb my hair.
Sister, what you see black men doing,
when I had short hair, you can't compare your hair to my hair. I would put a video maybe somewhere of, I don't know where I'll put it. Let me speak.
I'm talking about you.
Speak.
I'm not attacking you.
You're not attacking me.
So don't personalize it and saying when I had short hair, when I had this.
I'm speaking on behalf of every black woman. We all know as black women that when your hair is shorter, it's easier to manage than when your hair is longer. Everybody knows this.
We have black men that keep long hair.
How many? What's the percentage?
Now, those who do keep long hair, what do they end up doing with their long hair? You don't see them trying to flex. Exactly. They braid it or they dread it. Because that's the best way to rock a woolly kind of hair, basically.
That's the best way if that's the style you want.
And you see them looking good in it. You see them looking fine. You see them looking very cool in it because they found a way to make it that basically, even foreign, a lot of white chicks dig it. They like guys on dread, they like guys on braided hair and all of that because it looks cool. Because they walk in confidence in that, they rock it that way, yeah?
I don't think you get what I'm saying.
Now, I see a lot of black women, and all I see basically is a bunch of people who are very uncomfortable in their look because it looks so stressful to apply lots of products, lots of plastering, lots of weight, lots of artificial stuff on you. I want to go out with my wife. My wife says like an hour.
He said it's not personal. Are you hearing, boy? Is this not personal?
It's not personal, but basically, I know every single man can relate to this here. You want to go out with your wife, she spends an hour trying to get ready, makeup, hair, everything.
If I had my natural hair,
by the time
I would
she's done,
that time.
By the time she's done, she looks stunning. I'll be like, oh my god, wow. I have a different total look entirely. We go out, we come back. Just stepping into the house. All of that is gone.
What does that mean?
And then what do you see? You see the base at the end of the day.
What's the base?
It just looks like
beauty.
The base, no,
is that what?
It's a beauty, but You get someone accustomed to a different kind of beauty, and then when you now come to your default beauty, it now looks like, oh, it's a downgrade. That's not really a downgrade. But you just went ahead and painted something entirely different. If you will go ahead and set a different kind of standard you cannot really maintain for yourself, and then you now put yourself under so much pressure to try and keep on living up to that standard. I feel like I feel pity for a lot of women because they create a very high standard. They give yourself a very high standard you have to keep on living up to. Whereas you could just stay and exist in your true natural beauty and just enhance it with your little stuff. Because I remember back then when I was in secondary school, girls didn't have to do apply makeup. You told them when you come to school, braid your hair. That was it. And you still see those fine girls. You still see those fine girls who come up with the braid and oh, they still look so fine. Still looking so stunning. I remember back then, oh, just braid your hair. Boys, cut your hair.
So are you saying that when you see me on my mini braids, I'm finer?
No, you are fine. You are fine all the way. When I met my wife, she had no human hair. What she had was
He has dragged me.
Not dragging her. I'm not dragging her. I fell in love with her originality. What she did was she was rocking braided wigs. She made braided wigs, and she rocked it anyhow with style. I loved it. When I come, I see her wigs. Oh my god, this time she had the red ones, she had the brown ones, she had the cream blonde. She had different types, and they were all looking so beautiful
because they were braids.
Beautiful braids. She even had one dreadlocks, and everybody comes and look at that. Oh wow, I like this dread. It's just so all over the place.
For you to know how I love this wig he's talking about, go through my channel. You will see that locks wig he's talking about. I feel like what's your statement? Like, what's your point?
My point basically is, you are beautiful. Black women are beautiful just the way they are.
But those
they don't have to put themselves under so much
am.
discomfort and stress to try and look a kind of way that you can't look how they really are not. You don't have to go ahead and start revamping yourself to a totally different person to actually come and see yourself as
But
beautiful.
that's how I want to look. If I want to look a certain way, who are you to tell me that I should not look a certain way?
I just don't feel that
you can tell me. You can tell me because you are my husband, right? You can tell me that you don't like me in certain hairstyles, and I will answer you because you're my husband, right?
Who am I to tell you that? Right. I can tell you that
because you're my husband. Because if I tell you that I don't like you in some kind of tight, so all these, this net clothes that your side used to wear. If I tell you that I don't like it, I don't think you would wear it too. So when I'm talking about that, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can tell me, but for you to now set it as a general standard for women that we should all wear our afro, we should all wear braids. Why?
No,
to what end?
Don't take me wrong. I'm not saying that as a standard for
what are you now doing?
I basically look at it and say
it's more beautiful.
Seeing what currently exists, I feel women are under a lot of stress. A lot of stress, you have to go a lot of time with a lot of inefficiency in the current model.
Do you think that braids are easier to maintain? Do you actually believe in your heart that braids are easier to maintain?
I remember back then when the ladies were in secondary school, then they all rocked braids. And I know that then they had to change their braids like every. I know my sisters had to change their braids every 2 weeks.
Every week. Me, I did in my university. I was changing. I said my university. In my secondary school, primary school, I was making.
I know
my
you can rock a braids and they have to change like every 2 weeks basically. And I know how easy it is because a lot of girls are changing their styles every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. As a guy, you have a haircut every 2 weeks. So I feel it's still the same.
So are you trying to say now that the kind of braids you're talking about is not attachment braids? What you're talking about is cornrows, because the kind of hairstyles we were rocking when we were in secondary school and primary school were cornrows, like all back.
I'm not familiar with the styles.
I'm talking about the all back, the typical weaving.
Oh no, they had not all girls rock.
So what were they doing then?
Some had those ones that had some pattern here. Not attachment. You see some that the hair will fall down here.
With our natural
you see some
hair,
that have some kind of rainfall.
Is that what you're saying you like?
It's natural hair, even with braids too, even with extensions. Just rock your braids. You can. It's okay to add extensions to your hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to complement what currently exists.
Okay.
What I feel basically that it looks very sad when you're trying to look like you're trying so desperately hard to look like someone else. That makes it look like you are. All I see basically, I read insecurity. I read I'm not confident in what I currently have. I read I want to look more like this person.
See,
that just
believe this man at your own risk. That's what I'm telling you, because the funny thing is that Michael's favorite wig of me is a blonde, bone straight, short 14 inches wig. Why? If it really is braids, that is what your favorite hair should be my locks braids. it should be my braided wigs. But his favorite wig of me is a blonde 14 inches bone straight. It's on my page, so go through it. I even sell it.
Now,
So
the reason
yes,
why that wig is my favorite here is not
yeah,
exactly because oh it's a bone straight.
it's because of what?
It's because of the color. Now,
Basically, what I'm
if she
saying.
had a braided wig of that same color, I'll be like, oh my god, I still love it in the same way. That color is a piano bone straight, and it works so with her eyes. I like how it makes her eyes pop. And I thought that, oh wow, I love this hair on you because whenever she wears it, her eyes pop so well. That just tells you that it's the color I'm in love with right there. So if you went and rocked a braided wig that actually had the same kind of color, I'll be like, oh my god, I love this also. I remember back then when she was rocking braided wig, she um had one hair she made a similar color, I think gold something then.
Gold and brown. I
And I was on a
remember
video
that
call
hair.
with her and I had to like screenshot her like, oh my god, you look so beautiful. Because that color pop made her eyes pop in a
So
very
why do you
beautiful
buy these
way.
wigs for me then? If you really believe in what you're saying.
I try to make you happy. If you feel confident and say, oh, I love this. What? Sorry, as a husband, what is your number one duty? Not to make your wife happy. If she comes and says, oh, I want to look like this, and she's dancing in your hair, what do?
Guys,
You open your wallet and buy what she wants. So you shall have peace.
I beg, please, I do not agree with what you're saying. To be very honest, TOLULOPE came and said that she was having a conversation with her husband, and I'm very glad that my husband is on the channel today. She was like, imagine seeing a very white Canadian woman, like a very white Canadian woman on kinky Afro natural hair. And she was like, cricket. I pictured it, like I actually pictured a white Canadian woman on natural hair, kinky natural hair, afro. And all I could say in my mind was, wow, that's going to look so lovely. I don't know how it would be strange to me that a white person is rocking afro hair. Now I know that online you hear people attacking whites, like sometimes blacks attacking whites that oh they are trying to be black, and maybe that's why we now feel that because we are wearing certain hairstyles we are trying to be white too. But for someone like me that I feel like is the most liberal minded person that I know when it comes to hair, I consider myself as a firm and avid lover of hair and hairstyles, no matter the texture, whatever it is, as long as it looks beautiful, I'm very, very okay with it. Then why would I now feel like I'm stealing somebody else's identity? A wig is stealing my identity. If I actually feel like a white person on Afro kinky hair would still look beautiful, like equally as lovely. Because for me, hair is just an accessory. Like no matter how I try to style my hair, it's like wearing a cap for me. It's like wearing a hat for me. It's like doing makeup for me. It's like wearing jewelry for me. It's like wearing beads for me. It's like wearing anklets. It's like my outfit. Like it's as basic as that for me. It's not so deep. I just feel like people that feel that certain type of way are the people that feel like hair is really so deep. It's a cultural thing. Don't let it go. Don't let people get lost in these things. My mother had long natural hair, but I would still see her with her natural hair. She would look she look beautiful. I would see her with relaxed with attachment, that's braids. She would look so lovely. She would look beautiful. I would also see her with ribbons, that's wigs and all those kind of things, both fixed, both sew-ins. Both sew-ins, both wigs, silky hair, afro, whatever. And for every hairstyle my mom rocked, she was looking lovely. And to be honest, that was what inspired me fall in love with hair as much as I fell in love with it. Because right now I just see hair as so beautiful, no matter what the color is, no matter how it looks. Like if you just style it properly, I just feel like this hair will pop. And for that, that's how I grew up. Now, so that's why I was saying like because she's carrying natural hair, she feels like she has inspired her daughter so much to love her own natural hair. My mom having relaxed hair all my life, I've never seen my mom's natural hair before. Like I've never seen my mom's hair unrelaxed in my life. But that did not mean that when I grew up and I had the chance to cut my hair and start my hair all over again, I went for natural hair and I don't see myself relaxing my hair anytime soon. I love my natural hair so much. I learned how to take care of my natural hair. It did not stop me. At least you are in the same house with me, right? You see that I take care of my natural hair even more than I take care of my wigs.
You are a hair enthusiast.
I love it.
You are a hair enthusiast.
Don't you think
I'm
that
looking
most
at
people that do all those things are hair enthusiasts? Why
no,
do you
you are a
excuse
hair
them?
enthusiast.
Yeah.
I am talking about the everyday lady out there who all they want to do is just look good. All they want to do is just look good and just
In the
feel
easiest way
confident that
possible.
they are beautiful.
In the easiest way
It's the most
possible.
efficient every day. Just wake up and just feel and just look good.
Yes.
No, we're not concerned about styling hair, not concerned about doing stuff with hair, just concerned about just looking good and just feeling confident in your beauty, your true beauty. I feel that comes to you naturally if I can just wake up flawless, walk out flawless.
But that's not
and how does that
possible.
happen? Yeah,
We all know it's not
you have
possible.
something sustainable. I feel if you can take pride, if you can take pride on your natural hair you've been given, and look at ways that you can make that hair look the best it can look with ease, convenience, and take pride in that look and rock that look boldly.
I rock my natural hair boldly.
You will be able to create a standard that the young girls growing can look up to and say, I want to look like Aunt this. I want to look like my mom. I want to look like my sister who rocks this. They'll look at that braid, they'll look at that African hair and say, this is how I want to look. This is the African model I want to look like.
So are you saying that we wearing our wigs is stopping that from happening?
Not stop. When you wearing your wigs, basically, en masse, you wearing human hair wigs en masse and creating that as a standard of beauty, it's preventing that from happening. When the masses, the majority basically of female population is all aspiring to get human hair. They don't even the original one, even the fake ones, they don't care. Just give me that bone straight look.
Because it's easier to wear.
When they are all craving that look over their own natural hair, that to me is a problem, because all you're doing is, I want to look so much like this white person. I want to look so much like this person that is not exactly like me. And I want to be fair.
I've not even seen, I've never looked at a white person.
You want to bleach yourself
I love white people. I love the way they look, right?
That.
But I've never looked at them to say, I've never looked at the white person's hair and said, oh, this is how I want my hair to be. Never.
You. Don't personalize it on you.
But I'm speaking on behalf of women like me. There are people like me. I'm very sure that there are many people like me.
No, look at it in general from what you see out there in the world. Yeah?
What do I see?
How many women can you confidently come out and say that this woman basically is so African, is so down to her African, she wears African.
Honestly, to be honest, I feel like this conversation, like what TOLULOPE said in her video, she said we are not ready for this conversation. Because to be honest, I agree we are not ready for this conversation. If we honestly want to talk about things that are stripping us of our Africanness, there are so many other things you can talk about. Just because I'm on natural hair and somebody else is on bone straight does not make me more African than the person. I just feel like it's unnecessary pressure. You are pressurizing these women. And you asked me how many women you see that actually wear their own natural hair out instead of bone straight. You asked me, and I'm going to answer that question. Honestly, I believe that most women are not educated enough about their natural hairs, and that's something I know very well. I see a lot of people struggle with transitioning from natural hair to relaxed hair, back to natural hair, back to low cut, back to relaxed hair. It's always an unending cycle, because in their own defense, to be very honest, I believe that most people do not know how to take care of their natural hair. I feel bad about that, right? I feel like most people are not educated enough to know that, oh, there are products you can use to actually soften your hair and stuff like that. And so they just opt for the easy way out. That does not make them bad. That does not make them less African.
No.
It doesn't make them less African. What does it now make? These people are literally looking for the easy way out. For me, as much as I love my natural hair so much, there are days that I wake up and honestly, I don't just want to even deal with it. I want to just wear my wig. That does not make me less African.
I'm going to channel my inner Martin Luther King here. I have a dream that one day Black women would walk out with their African hair in pride and export it to foreign countries as a standard for beauty, and not be the consuming nation that we are, where all we want is to import from Europe and co. Instead, they become a producing nation that all we do is export our beauty, our arts, our culture, our traditions, export all of that out there. Let them look at Africa with pride and say, wow, a nation so rich in culture, in beauty, and all. I have that dream, and one day I pray it comes to reality.
Now you're going to make me emotional.
There's an opportunity here, basically, for someone, some lady, maybe hair like fine wine, can come and
Hair like
step
fine
into
wine.
this problem right there. Create a solution that makes it easy
But those things
for
exist
black
already. You
women.
see many wigs
Make
now
it
that
easy,
look.
convenient, and the beauty. Because there are key things you need to. It has to be convenient. It has to be convenient. It has to be seen as a beauty standard that ladies want to adopt with ease.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be able. You have to be able to rock it with almost anything. It has to be very malleable. So the three things you need to solve. So I feel if you can come out right now and solve those three problems, you will have a big market out there.
But there,
There'll be a demand for
honestly,
those
right
services
now,
and
people, yes, I agree with you that there is a market there. There is a problem to fix there, right? Or there's something that we can do about it. Truth be told, when I wear my natural hair out, my afro out, I see a lot of people look at me in awe, like, oh my God, who is this? Who is this goddess? Who is this beauty queen? Like, I
carry
see
eye
it a
in the
lot.
market.
Come on. So I see people look at me that way, but I still see some people look at me in a way that, like, in their head, they're like, how is this girl able to manage this hair? Like, they just see stress when they see there's that fear, there's that inborn, like they're just scared, like, oh my God, like, yes, I love this, but am I going to keep do this? No. I see these people do this, like, feel this way a lot. And I see every time I see somebody that is scared of the natural hair, I try to convince them. I try to tell them that, oh, there are ways to do these things. But it's just like a cycle, because every single time they know that, oh, you can use this product, you can use that product, but it's still a process. Like, it's a process. Now we will get to a point where I feel like, oh, because right now black hair is becoming much more and more manageable than it was. I remember when I first did my first natural hair journey when I was in secondary school. My hair was very difficult to maintain. Now this is my second rodeo drive. That's this new natural hair journey I'm on. I'm a lot more educated on my natural hair. I know what my natural hair needs, and that's why I feel like it has become easy for me to manage. But even if it has become easy to manage, or even as it has become easy for me to manage, I still like the look that wig gives me sometimes. Like, if I want to wear I don't want to, like, now I'm on a mini braids challenge. I'm not going to make my hair for the next 6 months. I'm going to just be rebraiding the same hairstyle over and over again. I'm doing this length retention journey, and I don't just want to have that same look for 6 months. What am I going to do? I'm definitely going to grab a wig when I'm going out if I want to. If I want to carry my mini braids out, I carry my mini braids out. If I want to wear a wig, just like I'm wearing now, proudly, a frontal, I'm wearing it proudly, right? I'll wear it and I'll rock it and I'll not feel uncomfortable. That's it for me personally. Now, we talked about the expense of wigs. In the natural hair community now, in fact, in the black girl community, there are many companies like mine too that is trying to mimic hairs or give hairs like that look like natural wigs. That's not still going to stop me from selling my bone straight, because personally I love bone straight. So I still sell bone straight. Go through my page on my Instagram, my hair like fine wine page. I still have my bone straight. I still have, because I wear them. I'm not preaching what I'm not preaching what I don't practice, right? I'm practicing what I preach. Like, love your natural hair so much that you take care of it. You're able to wear it on certain occasions. Wear it, but love your wigs too. Treat your hair like you can still wear your wigs if you want to. Now, if you set a standard for yourself and say, no, I'm ditching wigs now at this particular point, it's fine. Like, I'll support you with all my heart. If you are also on the spectrum of people that don't want to deal with their natural hair, or they just want to wear their wigs, I still won't judge you, because you can be that. You can be there, you can be here. You can also be in the middle, like me. Someone like me that rocks my natural hair 50% of the time and wears wigs 50% of the time. That's it for me personally. I love braided wigs so much. I love every type of wig, because for me, your hair is your crown. Your hair is an accessory, just adds to your beauty. For me, I don't think beauty should have standards. For me personally, I'm a queen. I'll do what I like. I'll do what I want to do.
In conclusion, not to I hope not to confuse you.
You don't have any point again.
I'm not to confuse
Did I
you
win?
and not confuse you.
That what?
I'm not on the standard. I'm not on the stand, basically, yeah, that women should be judged based on how they look or decide to rock. I just, as a businessman, see that there's an opportunity right here that needs to be tapped into, yeah, on solving the problem of black women in having easy to go, ready to go hairstyles, basically, yeah, that enhances their natural look. I feel that there's a very big opportunity there. And then some lady who's a very queen bee, versatile person in hair, should go out there and make the best out of that opportunity.
By someone, he's talking about me, just in case you don't know.
Exactly. So, you guys, whoever is there, basically. I mean, I remember that one time you're watching a video about a lady here who was a YouTuber, and she was maintaining her natural hair, and she got it to get some length and all of that, and she got it quite long, and then she now faced the problem of, okay, now I have this long hair.
What do I do with it? Yeah.
And that's like very interesting. Like, wow, that's a good question. So you try to maintain your natural hair, make it longer. Now you don't know what to do with it. That's a huge problem right there. That means you can go out there and you find out that many girls, many Nigerian African girls, black women out there with that problem, like, what do I do with my hair?
That's why I'm trying to grow my hair long so that I can tell people
many
what
of them
to do.
it's called this way. Many of them out there like, I don't have money for human hair. I want to look beautiful, but all I have is my woolly natural my African hair. What do I do with it? That's a huge problem that I feel that needs a solution. That if we can push that out there, many people out there will adopt it. Many ladies out there will adopt it. And from there, we can start exporting our African beauty. I'm saying no to all this importing Indian hair, Indonesian hair from like
Don't mention people's tribes that be a big country.
I mean, that's all I just keep on saying. Brazilian hair. I mean, come on. Who wants Nigerian hair? Nobody wants Nigerian hair. Nobody wants Kenya or Ghanaian hair.
I want it.
I remember back in the day when we used to have a thing called Ghanaian weaving is this, Ghanaian weaving is that.
Ghana weaving.
What happened to Ghana weaving?
People are still doing it now.
I don't hear it trend again that before.
It's now stitch braids. It's called stitch braids now. That's why
I want to see, I want to hear about African styles that trend and be like, oh wow, this is beautiful. Oh wow, this is amazing. I want to see things like that. I just hope that this video inspires someone out there to go out there and solve that problem. I can bet you, if you can solve that problem, be a millionaire.
Michael, talk to me there. Why are you telling them my business idea? What's the meaning of this?
I told you.
Come on.
I told you. You came to drag me. So I'm telling them out there.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't know whether it's going to be a series right with our cops, but yeah, I decided to bring my husband on the channel today. And if you have issues dealing with your natural hair, I'm honestly here for you. I'm not joking. Go through my channel, go through my videos. You see lots of videos. I intend to create more on natural hair and how to manage your natural hair, because I acknowledge the fact that many people don't know how to deal with their natural hair, and I'm really here to help you. Okay, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment. If you have questions, please leave them under this video. Also, if you have different opinions, like if you're on my side, basically, let me not even mince words. If you are on my side, tell me in the comment section right now. If you're on the right opposition side or the opposing side, then please let me know, okay? Thank you. Let me know the people that are on my side and the people that are on the side. Then you go and follow his own channel or subscribe to his channel when he finally opens his own channel. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video today. It was very nice hanging out with you. Thank you so much for being on my channel. I'm so grateful. Thank you for coming to the channel. It was interesting hearing another opinion. I wanted to make this video by myself, but I feel like if I'd done it by myself, then it would have just been one side. Like the video would have just been one-sided. I like the fact that you came here with a different opinion, and maybe you'll be helping someone out there. We do not know, or maybe I'll be helping someone out there. We don't know too. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.